Bro, has anyone else experienced this scam on FB Marketplace or is it just me? The bloke's like, hello, is this still available? I said, yes. He said, look, sounds good. My son will come pick it up at 5 p.m. today. Please send address and I'll have pay ID so I can pay ID me. I don't have pay ID. So I'm like, yes, that works, but payment to be made once someone's here to pick it up. He goes, what's your pay ID? I go, look, payment will be provided just so it's comfortable for me and you. He goes, I want to make payment now. And then literally a second person said the same thing. Still available? Where are you located? Bang, I gave him the location. He's like, okay, I'm good with price. I won't be able to pick it up. So because of my working hours, I'll send my brother. So send me your pay ID or your PayPal. I'm like, it's a bit sus, 2 people in a row. But anyway, this is when I started to get sus. This one changed it up a bit. First user, how long have you had it for? Blah, blah, blah. Sounds good. What's your address? My husband can come pick it up. So do you do pay ID? I go, pay ID can do when your husband is here to pick it up. Like all the other people I've told, I will not take payment before you pick it up. She left the group. So I'm like, hang on a second. This is where it's getting sus. I decided to play along this time. She's like, how's the condition? And then she's like, what's your best price? Blah, blah, blah. She's like, I'm not the one to pick it up. My husband's going to pick it up as per usual. So then I searched up her profile. Her location says Bolton. You know where Bolton is? It's in the fucking UK. Who from the UK would come and pick up couches from Western Sydney? So I'm like, I will personally come to Bolton and deliver the couches. How does that work? She completely ignores the fact that I said I'll deliver to Bolton. She's like, my husband can do 6 p.m. today or 10 a.m. tomorrow. I'm like, okay, 6 p.m. today, no problem. She's like, do you have a pay ID so I can make the payment? I'm like, you can transfer your husband the money and he can cash out and I'll take the cash, no problem. She goes, I can't do that. I go, all right, here's the pay ID. She goes, what's your email? Okay, now it gets sus. She goes, what's your email address for verification? I sent her the email. And then she goes, I've successfully sent the money and I just received a notification from PayID that you have been sent a payment confirmation mail. Now, I went to that email and look at this email. And as I figured it out, this is where the scam happens. We encountered a little problem while releasing your funds. You have a pending amount of $700. And then they go to expand into your account. You need to send an additional payment of $1,000 so then I can get the $1,700 back. This is where the scam is. So I need to send $1,000 to make sure that my limit is increased, which is going to fucking go straight into her account. And then apparently I'll get the $700 back and I'll get the $1,700 back. So I go, you know what? This is a fucking scam. I'm going to get ya. So then I'm like, I'm sorry. Can you send a voice message to confirm you sent the money? I'm a bit scared. I need reassurance. This is where it gets so fucking creepy. This is what she sends me.
I just sent a payment. Should have received the email by now.
So after that voice message, I'm like, that's not even English. I don't know if anyone can interpret what she said. And she sounds like an old lady. So I'm like, this is fucking weird. I'm like, I need some more verification that you are real. Photo with 2 fingers up for peace, like the peace we want between UK and Russia. Then she's like, hey, what are you trying to do? Before I made the payment, you never mentioned this. I'm like, I'm not trying to snitch like 6ix9ine, but y'all are shady. She's like, can you do that first? I'm like, do what? She's like, put the photo up with 2 fingers. Obviously, you're going to see what I sent. So I Googled a photo of Yeezy, just came back from the studio. Kindly send one back. Donda 2 coming out soon. She's like, you are trying to scam me. You are not a real person. So now she's playing the game on me. She's like, you are not a real person. And she has the audacity to say, shame on you. And then I'm like, I'm not trying to scam. I'm just trying to make the sale. Are you trying to be racist? And that's where we're at.